It's like Russian roulette.
Don't, no.
Ah! Oh my god!
Hello ladies and genitals, today we're going to take another look at the Sssniperwolf situation. So as most of you already know, she doxed Jack's films, right? Also she had to remove some disgusting, sick and twisted videos that she had from about a decade ago, and ultimately they involved what she marketed as minors. And YouTube's response was to demonetize her channel. So basically they're saying you can expose someone's address, expose where they live, you know, disclose their private information to the public, you can make minors dance on camera for you and offer to show your breasts, will just take away your income for a little bit. Although she thinks she may have found a loophole. Of course she has, because she is literally uploading to another channel. A user from the Jack Films subreddit made a note of how Sssniperwolf is taking old videos from her main channel that is currently demonetized and putting them on a monetized alt channel. Do you think this is ban evading? Right, so obviously she isn't banned, right? So it can't actually be ban evading. But I get what they mean though. Like if you're going onto a different channel to post videos that are from a channel that is demonetized for, you know, breaking guidelines, although it's not like technically ban evading, it's more like punishment dodging, I guess. But it does show just how just for money the content is. Like, I know it doesn't take a genius to work out that, you know, no one enjoys producing that sort of content. Well, produce content? It's making noises and pulling faces, isn't it? Let's be real. Maybe sometimes saying the odd word here or there. And she probably doesn't even edit them.
Right up to their eye. It's like Russian roulette.
Don't, no.
Ah! Oh my god!
Content. You can't write this though. It's literally the same video. The funny thing is though, you know, that could potentially be like part of the plan. Like I think she knew initially she wouldn't get many views because I don't know if she'd be technically allowed to promote it under the Sssniperwolf brand. But if she has done that, then what I'm about to say is kind of pointless. But I feel like if she would have done that, that would have been a violation of her punishment. And you can probably imagine that she'd be in direct contact with someone from YouTube. And she'll most likely get her monetization back when the heat dies down. So I guess this is just a bit of pocket change. Or maybe she actually thought that because this video got almost 10 million on her main account, that maybe her alt would just blow up and it would just be loads of money. But either way, doing this is getting people talking, and I guess she might have wanted the outrage to drive the traffic, but I'm not sure it's worked. And she was actually getting away with it, but then I'm pretty sure this channel got demonetized too, so, you know. Sucks to suck. Maybe she had like a legal team around her that thought this was like an actual feasible loophole, or maybe she genuinely thought it was a good idea. Who knows? Because we all know it was for money. If she wanted to like, you know, actually make content for the joy of it, then she would do it on her, you know, her real channel, but just not earn from it.
This is so awful. Please don't do this.
That's ironic because what she's done is so awful. And many of us believe she shouldn't be in the position where she could probably reoffend again. And by the way, I've not even heard anything about her Instagram account. Like that's where she actually did the violation of privacy on Jack's films. Like I know YouTube have addressed it because they don't want their creators doing that, whether it's on their platform or another, but what are Instagram doing about it? That is where the posts were that were literally showing people where he lives. And she still has that account with over 5.5 million followers, which is an absolute joke, by the way, because that's 5.5 million people effectively supporting doxing. If you're following her, take a look at yourself.
Oh my
This
god!
is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
I agree. But now I want to move on to the apologies. There are so many layers to this that I want to discuss. First of all though, Leah's apology. Let me start by saying I'm sorry for my recent actions. It is inexcusable. I'm sorry to Jack's Films, YouTube, the entire creator community, and my incredible fans for not being a better example for appropriate conflict resolution. She still wants to act like this was all for conflict resolution. You wanted conflict. You met conflict with conflict. So all in all, more conflict. Let's not act like this wasn't an attempt to scare him off. It wasn't a resolution attempt. Your ego was hurt by many videos slating you and you couldn't handle it. It was not an attempt to come to a mutual conclusion. It was to make you seem like the tough one, for you to get the upper hand, for people to start calling him a pussy for not coming out of his house, and it's blown up in your face. It's completely backfired. Jack's film, while we certainly don't see eye to eye and have our differences, I am sorry for reacting the way I did when I should have taken the opportunity to show young creators how adults and professionals resolve conflict by communicating directly, respectfully, and privately, not for views or content. Communicating directly, posting public stories. Two very different things. By posting a story to 5.6 million people, you are quite literally making that public and for content. It's not direct to him. It might be directed at him, but it is not directly to him. It's crazy to me that people actually possess something in them which will make them think this is an acceptable thing to do. To put him and his wife's safety and privacy at risk and literally get away with a slap on the wrist. Sniperwolf is without a doubt a very wealthy person, okay? Now she's told that she won't be able to earn money temporarily. What's that gonna do? It's not gonna affect her in the slightest, let's be honest. There is no real consequence of this whatsoever, and it just staggers me. I'd also like to thank YouTube for holding me accountable. I deserve it. Well, they haven't really though, have they? Because everything's gonna go back to normal eventually, let's be honest. They've effectively said, Miss Sniperwolf, that was really, really naughty. Shouldn't have done that. And she's gone, okay. They've said, right, we're taking away your Xbox for a week. And she's gone, I'll play with my Nintendo instead. But then the real icing on the cake for the apology. Respect the decision and appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow from a true lapse in judgment. Oh yes. History repeats itself. Bar for bar. Anyway, I'm sure you'll see this in George Clark's YouTube court very soon. But in all honesty, a lapse in judgment is an error or deviation in judgment, a mistake, especially when one should have known better. Which is funny because basically that means a lapse is where something probably shouldn't happen again, or it's out of character. Well, how out of character is her mocking the situation on Instagram shortly after the apology? I'm struggling to see how this incident is now out of character. But now, should we move on to YouTube's response? Confirming Sniperwolf has received a temporary monetization suspension for creator responsibility policies. So there we are, confirmation that it is only temporary. So it's effectively a fine for putting someone's safety and privacy at risk. A fine for a very rich person. So she continues to have the exact same platform that she had to make the offense. So effectively she is free to go and do the same thing again if she wants. Interesting. Off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk harm our community, and the behaviour on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. Hoping everyone helps move this convo to a better place. They've pointed the finger at Jack's Films too. I did not have victim blaming on my Sniperwolf is over party bingo card, but you know, here we are. I've missed out on the bingo jackpot. Boo, no money for me. I guess I walked a mile in your shoes then, Leah. But as they always do, community notes on Twitter have provided a little bit of spice to the scenario. Sniperwolf has also been called out for allegedly sexualizing minors, which YouTube didn't address and is against their own terms of service. Ooh, interesting. Very, very interesting. But actually, whilst planning this video, you know, I put effort in. I've seen that she is actually now posting on her main channel. She posted this video titled Forbidden Food. I really want to eat. Sounds absolutely riveting. Let's give it a watch.
Hello friends, it's me. And today we are checking out some forbidden food. Eat and you will die. Or you might go to jail.
She's taking the piss. She's actually mocking it.
Why does this tree look like broccoli? Is this just broccoli edited in? Or this is actually a tree? You know, when I was a kid, I always thought broccoli came from the broccoli tree. You know, like one of this is what I imagined it to come from. Where does broccoli come from?
What the fuck is this? Parents, I hope you don't let your children grow up consuming this media. What is this Sniperwolf? Sniperwolf show up at people's house. Sniperwolf get away with it. Sniperwolf still post video. Video is over 8 minutes long. This means video is long enough to run ads. But it's important to know here that this video is demonetized. Look, I got this little plugin from vidIQ here that shows it's not monetized. I basically wanted to see, you know, if there was a way to monitor if the monetization came back, because I'm sure YouTube won't do a statement to say they brought it back because they know the backlash would be insane. But now I can see. But yeah, I was just curious to see if we were being lied to or not. But her older videos were. But now again, since this backlash, YouTube have backtracked and taken away monetization for the whole channel. Look, you can see this channel is not monetized, powered by vidIQ. Because when they actually put the statement out, they were only blocking new videos from earning money, not the whole channel. But again, it took backlash from the community for them to actually, you know, stamp authority down on what they were actually doing. But the sad thing is, I'm sure we can all assume that this punishment will not last very long. But anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. Please do feel free to leave a like and subscribe and let me know what you thought about it. I'd like to see your guys' opinions on this whole scenario, and I would definitely be giving the comments a read. And I hope to see you next time. And yeah, cheers. Bye.